bring you more breaking news this hour. A U.S. official telling Fox News that the Pentagon will be sending 1,500 U.S. active duty troops to the southern border by the end of the month. Now, this will accompany the 2,500 troops already at the border. They were put there in March of 2024 by none other than the Biden administration. So this is adding to what is there. I'm sure this will be spun by the media as some sort of novel and extra constitutional act by current President Trump. But indeed, he is simply adding, Ben, to the troops that are already there from the Biden administration. And this comes with the context of that executive order with NORTHCOM, reorienting them to secure the southern border.
It's different. Look, I live in Texas, and I can tell you Border Patrol agents that I know well said for the last 4 years they have been directed by the Biden administration to not do their job. They said, imagine going to work every day and you're told you cannot do the job that you swore an oath to do. They are thrilled because they now said, not only do we actually get to go back and do the job we're supposed to do, instead of babysitting and allow for illegal activity to flourish, but we're going to get the resources we need to get it back in order because it's so out of control and there's no order. One of them said to me the other day, they said, you can't imagine just how bad it is at the southern border, because what they've done deliberately in the last administration was make it total chaos on purpose so that there's no way to even have order. They said we need more people down there. They're going to need troops, National Guard, and a lot of help just to get it back to where it was when Trump left office. And I think that's a step in the right direction. I think you're going to see also governors jump all in to help with resources as well.
You know, Cheryl, one of the interesting things I find about a lot of these EOs as I read through them, I know you mentioned you were reading through one. I know Stephen Miller is behind a lot of these. Stephen Miller, people may not know, but for the last 4 years has run a legal advocacy organization. He understands the law. And when you look at this, they specifically cite in the EO that was signed a national emergency at the border that unleashes all sorts of powers. Designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, FTOs, unleashes all sorts of powers. And ironically, citing the Title 10 authorities used by Biden as they make this move. It is so well thought out.
It is, and those legal protections are in place. They also are put in legal protections as far as the sanctuary city goes. That's where we're seeing the fight back now is coming from the sanctuary cities, whether it's New York or it's Denver or, you know, even like Boston, we're going to see some things. But I think at the end of the day, what I found so interesting about the way that this was all phrased is actually it enables, to your point, the military to come in. That has to go through the Pentagon, but that's in place. That's why you need the defense secretary nomination to be confirmed sooner rather than later, because that all has to get processed through the Defense Department.
You know, it really sucks for all these people. It really does, because all these people were misled on the intentions of coming into this country, thinking that the government here, which was under the Biden administration, saying, hey, everybody in the world is welcome. Door is wide open. You can come on in. Knowing very well that a lot of American citizens did not want this to happen, because a lot of the people that voted for Trump, most of the people that voted for Trump knew that down the line, crime would increase overall in this country.
Back to what's happening here in New York, how soon did you see crying immigrants when the CBP1 app was shut down? How fast did that video get out there? Well, more of that's coming from places. That is coming from the other side. They're also building their legal challenges and campaigning to make sure that this becomes...
See, I didn't think about that, too. Remember I was mentioning in one of my last videos the message to all illegal immigrants. These liberal media, they're not stupid. They're smart. They know what they're doing. Let's capture these people and show that, you know, the United States is not sympathetic. They're using it to campaign to justify why we need to keep these people that are illegal, that broke the law. And it's not going to go well.
The emotional look at what Trump is doing.
This is the AOC Kids in Cages moment where that's crying.
We did see 22 states are now suing over the birthright citizenship.
Yeah, just to finish up on what you're just saying.
Wow,
yes,
22.
some of it is political, but some of it is also they were sold a bill of goods on the other side of the border because there's a magnet up here that says if you can come across that border any old kind of way, even if you have to be, and forgive it, but it's true, put yourself in danger to be raped by the drug cartels, you go for it and you get on that. And then there's this promise, this magnet, that this current administration, meaning Biden's at the time, won't do anything but help you. They'll give you debit cards in New York. They'll do everything that you might even get to vote it if you came here as a non-citizen illegally. I mean, The world is your oyster. And now they realize it isn't. So it doesn't take much to get them to the point where they're emotional. That dream is closing. They're going to have to do it the right way.
Yeah. You know, Tom
right
Homan
way.
cited that they might go after local jurisdictions who refuse to comply with immigration law. But he's not just out there like saying things, they're actually doing them immediately as they take office. This is acting Deputy AG Emile Beauvais. He sent this directive out. Federal law prohibits state and local actors from resisting, obstructing, failing to comply with lawful immigration commands. The U.S. Attorney's Office and litigating components of DOJ shall investigate incidents involving misconduct. This is a Fox News exclusive out this morning. More action being taken.
More action being taken, and good night sanctuary cities, right? Like, this is over, guys. And the thing that Homan said on our air, I believe, recently is we are going after public safety threats. How many people can say that's the wrong thing to do? Why would this be controversial? I have no idea, but at the end of the day, this is exactly what needs to be done. And maybe because I'm speaking as somebody who walks through the streets of New York every single day, and we see what's going on in the streets and how people, well, they're being challenged on the streets by people who are not in this country legally.
Yeah, and the American public has changed. So the crying pictures, I'm not sure they'll have the same effect 4 years later after the media tried it once.
A lot of the stuff that was just said is what I've been saying in my other video, and I mean, it's Trump's back in office, so he's gonna put his foot down and let the world know that we're not playing around anymore. We're securing our home. Every country should be doing the same, collecting their own criminals, punishing them accordingly, and having to deal with that. We have our own set of problems in the United States. Legal American citizens that commit crimes we need to deal with, understand what crimes they are, how to prevent those crimes from happening again, and also deal with this immigration issue with that type of crime. I mean, we need to close the border, get them out, let other countries deal with their problems while we start to maintain our country into making it safe, and then we can start having more immigrants come in. I believe it was 200,000 immigrants a year that were allowed to come in if you were eligible to be here. But with the Biden administration, over 1 million people got in, and a lot of unknowns that we don't even have the record number for came in. So I think once we secure ourselves, then we're able to help the world and do and let people come into this country. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. If you'd like to subscribe, please press the subscribe button. If you like the video, please like the video. Yeah, till next time, guys. Peace out.